Good afternoon, everybody. Today we're going to be discussing different topics and having discussions with different individuals. It's going to be switching between me, Avery, Lexi, and Miah, and let's get on with it.
Let's do it.
Money is greater than morals. Yay or nay, and why?
Do you want to start or do you want me to?
You can go.
Yes and no. Yes, because you need money to survive. You need money to live. But your morals comes from your friends and family and what you think is right.
I mean, I think I agree on that. Definitely, because money is not everything. Morals are definitely more important, but if we're talking like survival mode, money
all the way.
Yeah. That's kind of like a hard question, but definitely morals, I think,
Voting should be mandatory for all citizens. Yay or nay, and why?
No. I feel like if you're not educated, you definitely shouldn't vote. Voting is, it affects your future most of the time, depending on who you've like voted into office or whatever position it is. If you're not educated enough, don't vote, period. Definitely do your research, but it shouldn't be mandatory for anybody. I mean, nothing should really be mandatory, I guess, if you don't want to do it.
I'm going to have to agree on that because you should do your research before you vote on both the Democrat and the Republican side and see what you are and see what you believe in before you make your decision.
That's true. And there also are other sides and other parties. So if you're not either, there's other parties to vote for. You don't have to vote for like one or the other.
Should the drinking age be lowered to 18, and why? Why or why not? Sorry.
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You can go first.
I'm going to say yes, it should be lowered to 18. You could think about the military aspect is that people serve in their 18 years of age, but I understand the arguments that like part of your brain isn't fully developed until you're 21. So I understand why people think that drinking will affect your development, but I do believe that drinking should be lowered because in other countries also it's lowered.
I say yes and no because I feel like sometimes when younger people are drunk, they like do stupid things. Even older people can do that too. I also say yes because, like how she said, other countries they allow it, so we should all get to do it.
Is the media being too woke a detriment to society? Why or why not?
It is important to be aware. It's important to have other people's opinions in mind. However, you should not stop other people from expressing what they believe. Like, if someone has an opinion or if someone has something controversial that they want to say, they should be able to say it. But, there's consequences to everything. So, do what you want with that.
I think that sometimes people post too much stuff online that not everyone needs to know. Like, it's not everyone's business. But I think that maybe some people do want to know that kind of stuff so they can, like, know what's going on in other places and stuff like that.
Should abortion be legalized? Yes or no?
I'll let you start.
Okay. I feel like they need to be accessible. I don't think we should make them illegal. I think they should be legalized in all states because, again, you don't always know everyone's situation. As a woman, I feel like I should have the option to do what I want with my body, and some people may argue that's not your body. It is.
Yeah.
It's a clump of cells it's a clump of cells. It's not formed into a fetus yet. It should definitely always be accessible because, like I said, you don't know the situation of someone. There's sexual assault instances and more, and also people may argue that there is foster care. That's not always the best option for people. Some people are always, like, if you get put in foster care, sometimes you never get out. or there's very bad instances of abuse or neglect or stuff like that. So it definitely should always be accessible. Although I agree with there should be like a time limit, of course, but not like where it's like, because sometimes you don't find out that you're pregnant until like a later date. But yeah, they should be legalized in all states, and they shouldn't take women's rights and health care away from them.
Okay. If it has a heart, then no. But if it sells, yes. I don't.
There is stages of it, and of course, if it has a heart, it's not going to get killed. Also, there's instances in other states and countries where people go to prison for abortions, and I know that if you make them illegal, people are going to do unsafe things, like the old-fashioned way. We're not going to go into topic. They're going to do it in an unsafe way that's criticizing their health as well. So, abortion isn't killing a baby. It's just getting rid of unformed cells.
Okay. The way you like that, I do agree with that. If you are raped, sexually assaulted, or anything along those lines, it's not planned, then yes, that should be fine if it sells. But if you are having sex with your partner or whoever, then no.
Although I agree, absences isn't like something that ever, like, people are gonna do that, you know. We're humans.
Oh, it happens all the time.
We're gonna, like, stuff happens, and I hate that people are like, well, don't have sex. Okay. Do you know, like, we live in 2020, like, people are gonna do that, and although people don't agree with that, whatever. Also, people are like, it's not your body. Well, I'm the one who has to go through childbirth. I'm the one who people can die during childbirth. It can, you know, some people genuinely, like, they have to get rid of the baby because it could kill them or it could cause them a lot of health problems. So there's multiple other things that have to do with, you know, having an abortion that people don't talk about. Should men have an opinion on women's abortions, and how much?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, because that is technically the father of the baby.
Okay.
No. Start.
Okay. I'm not necessarily saying like the father of the baby. I'm saying like men in general. Because I know that a lot of men make abortions illegal as if they're the one getting it or they're the one having the baby. And like a relationship wise, parent and parent, I feel like the guy should have somewhat of a say, yes, because, you know, but that's like,
if the girl doesn't talk to him or tell him what's going on first, then that's wrong.
Well,
but
yeah.
at least tell him what you're doing.
Well, yeah. In that aspect, yes. Cause there's like also like this is different, but like some guys like don't have the baby and then the girl has it. Like it's kind of like
It's her choice in a way.
Cause she's gonna be mainly taking care of it. I know in a lot of instances the baby does stay with the
Mom.
girl for the most part. For instances, if I were to have a baby now, 18 years old, the baby would be staying with me. I'm not living with my significant other. I'm the one taking care of it 24 hours, basically, of the day. I'm the one waking up with it. I'm the one feeding it. I'm the one doing this and that, you know? So, in that way, like, they definitely should have more of a say in what they do. But, yeah, I think men should have somewhat of a say. I mean,
I do agree with that.
okay. Anything else?
I've got nothing else. I
Okay.
think we made Avery thoroughly uncomfortable.
A little bit.
Okay, so we're done with the discussion tab today. Don't cancel us.
Please don't.
Bye, everyone.
See ya.